Beast? Beast? Wait, is this a CD? So it sounds like Method is the only ones that are going to get giga fucked. Echo's going to get pretty fucked, and it seems like Liquid's sitting pretty? Question mark. The anonymous guild. We can't say its name, but it rhymes with Bethid. They knew exactly what they were doing? Yeah. Only 2 from Echo? Is it only 2 from Echo? One of them's one of your main tanks, though. That definitely puts a strain on runs more than just the DPS. Like tank's probably the worst role that could get banned, followed by healer, followed by like whatever DPS. DPS are easier to replace. Now somebody's gonna have to ring or tank for now, who's already a replacement for Andy. Wait, no other question? If we go to Halifal. Good Simpsons reference, good Simpsons reference. Remember I got that old Wrath meme from Lich King bans? What the fuck? What are you talking about? The bombs, the Serenite bombs? What's wrong, Rice Rave? What's wrong with you? Be grateful that I didn't get permabanned. I'm more than willing to bet that when Blizzard was sitting there deciding how long to ban them for, they showed mercy because of Race to World First. I guarantee it. Because they literally could have just ruined the Race to World First by banning them for a week or two. And I bet you, if not for the Race to World First, they probably would have gotten week-long bans minimum. I promise you. It was a, well, if we ban them into Mythic Week, the race is basically over for that team. So, I don't know. Maybe in some people's opinion, that's what they should have done, right? Why didn't they ban them? Because it's Blizzard. Blizzard always does this. They always take, with everything they do, including the content and changes to their systems, and they're very slow about things. They always need to assess and look and quadruple check their facts and get a list of who boo-booed and who didn't and all this stuff. It's always like this. Always like this. That's why. If what you're getting at is they maliciously waited until Race to World First so they can semi-dick teams over, no. Not at all. Because if they wanted to do that, they would have banned them for a week or two now. It's just that they're very slow to assess these things and act on them. Do you want to know a fun thing? I hate fun, but go ahead. To get, yeah, whatever. Should make a weekly cap on reputation. Man, really? I've been complaining there's too much gating for content that I would prefer to be grindable, even if it's degenerate levels of grindable. Like, why take that option away from players? So I'm not sure I personally agree with that take. I would love to slap a tabard on right now and go and grind rep in dungeons for 1 rep every 10 mobs even. I don't give a shit. There's too much gating, in my opinion, these days. I get why they put it there, don't get me wrong, but, like, how much do they really need to keep building the game and restricting the game around stopping the 1%? And I've had the same opinion, including when I was raiding. This is, like, nothing new, by the way. Wait, that's not the way to go. There's one down here. Freebie. People want to go hard, like, if people want to go hard, let them, as long as it doesn't give... Man, I don't even know. I was going to say, as long as it doesn't give competitive advantage, but, like... It obviously would if you get the gear ahead of everyone else. Then don't tie gear to it. I don't know. It just feels shitty, that's all I'm saying. Like, as a consumer of the product, I would like to go grind shit. And if I want to stay up for 48 hours killing rats for rep, then let me do it. Right?
May the flame light your way.
Nixel, dude, thanks for the 6-month ban. Congrats on the new badge. Welcome back. Shani's brother, thanks for the Prime 39. Also, welcome back. And a TY. Most players have more than one account, or is this a BattleNet ban? I don't know. It's probably full account ban. Like full BattleNet ban would be my guess. Check the link above, blocks. No, I know. I remember that, Yuls. I remember. Yeah, like, chances are... Well, I mean, if that applies to Gingy and Robin as well, and Xal'atath has his shit, like, the Echo MDI team is basically fucked for this season. At this point. It is BattleNet ban, yeah. Did they fix the Hammer of Light bug? Nope. Am I gonna get banned for this? I'm gonna get banned for this. Don't ban me, Blizzard. That bug still being in the game, considering tomorrow's start of season, is actually going to be interesting as well. That should be a little interesting. Hammer's bugged? Yeah, you can spam Hammer of Light. So if you see any of the Race Roll First teams with 25 Paladins tomorrow, you'll know why. Now said on stream today, there's 99% chance they're not doing MDI. Yeah, I mean, even Ken getting, like, you know, basically, like, banned and cut out of that is already a big enough problem. It like, takes time to look for a replacement and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, rip MDI and TGP for the season for them. He's got no health. Both are great players. Yeah, but players is like... Being a good player, obviously, is a given, and you have to be at, like, high levels of play. But team synergy is the most important in how you vibe. Now, seeing as they all play in the same raid together, that's probably not too difficult for them. But, like, when you play so many seasons with the same people over and over, like, there's just a kind of vibe to it. Goes for rating, goes for M+, goes for everything. Do they ban for gold exploits often? I don't know when they... I think things like botting and gold exploits, they do like batch bans in like once every few months. Mostly for botting. I can't remember the last time they did like a gold exploit ban. Well, I guess that's kind of tied to botting, gold exploit bans. Bring in JB on Team Echo. Does JB still... didn't he retire from MDI? Or is he still competing? I thought he's just chilling and, like, M+ Andy these days. Well, I mean, he's always been M+ Andy, but, like, actually, you know, like, nothing else but that. No competition, etc. I'm a little out of the WoW loop, obviously. Oh, wrong thing. Wrong dudes. The worst possible dudes I could have sent in. We need aquatic. So many pet battles, dude. Pet Battle World Quest seem to respawn much faster than any other kind of World Quest. He's raiding this year? He hasn't done MDI in a couple of years, yeah. He couldn't get a team for a few seasons, to my knowledge, so he gave up trying. Fair. Growly, aka Yumi TV's banned as well. Is he a raider? Isn't that an M+ guy? I don't know him very well. I got banned just now for being behind on Renown. Good. Good. Me. What do we have left? Another pet battle. And some other random one. That severed threads rep looking a little high, chat. Looking a little sussy. So what was the exploit, by the way? Well, we keep like talking about people got, but what actually is the exploit? One of them was like a bugged item they clicked. What else? Was that the only thing? Well, it's got banned on stream. Oh, the UV thing. Multi-boxing? Oh, they picked all three different threads of fate things? Multi-boxing, but I've been multi-boxing since like day 2 of early access. I haven't had any of that, so it must have been something specific. Ah, actually, okay, so that's what it is. So you guys remember on Tuesday when servers came up on NA, and remember we're like, oh, what the hell, I can't choose my like same spider from last week. It's a bug, but I can choose the other two. Do you guys remember that? And then I messaged Kyle, and I was like, Kyle, this is bugged. And he's like, oh, that is a bug. We need to hotfix that. You should be able to choose the same one. I bet that's when people did it. I bet that's exactly when they did it. Part of that bug was that they could select multiple shit. Damn it, I could have done it too and been set free of the game.
Another outbreak of violence.
THD logs out, I got you.
Time
I see
to
it.
stand up and
Yeah, sorry, if you're not a
shut
sub, you
it
can't
down.
link because anti-bot and porn posts and stuff like that for obvious reasons. It's so funny as well how like immediately at each other's throats all the teams are. Like they're dressing it up behind memes, but the reality is they're immediately hungry to like report each other because they know they get advantage if the other guys get in trouble, and possibly social points as well. Like it's like guised as a meme, right? And it's funny, and that post is funny, but the reality is they are looking
Now
absolutely
that
to
the
do
dust
as much
has
damage as possible.
We can all
Immediately.
move on to our next agenda.
Do not be fooled. This is not like a friendly
Expressing
jest or something.
gratitude, friends.
Report his ass, got him, boys. I mean, he's memeing, dude, but the reality is that's going to be some alarm bells going on off at Echo for sure. Like, they're going to be in trouble now, man. Like, if it's just Gingy and Robin, I'd say Gingy, like, all due respect, Gingy's ban, not really the biggest deal. Robin's is a bit bigger, like I said, because not having a tank for the first 4 days really starts to rattle your shit up. Numerically, though, only having 2 banned, not too much the end of the world, and Liquid only has, what, Mavie banned? Method's like giga fucked though. Method is already like trying to, you know, close the gap between them and the top 2, and this just like put a fucking damper in their program big time. Where the hell is this thing? Oh. What is this, an elemental? A robot? It's another robot. Would we have been banned in BDG? No, BDG wouldn't have done that, dude. 100%. 100%. Definitely we're not the kind of guild to do that. Lozy would not have been down with that at all. I wouldn't have either. Bro, like, you knew... What's crazy to me is that The people that got banned, especially like Gingy, for instance, that has so much experience in this game and knows the kind of things that they've banned for in the past, really should have known. Like, I am not shocked in any way that this happened. At all. Am I planning on doing any mythic raiding? No, I'm not raiding at all this season. What happened to him out of the loop? Bunch of bans for exploiting rep. Like, that's what's weird to me. Because this smelt like ban territory from a mile away. If we were in BDG or Serenity or Echo or Method or whatever, it doesn't matter. Especially, Method fucking doubled down on it, right? The entire Method guild doubled down on it. He's even saying, days prior, I know about a lot of exploits, but I'm in hard, I'm not using any. Yeah, I don't know, man. What's up, Deadman? That's fair, right? It could be like, I do know this could get me in trouble, but Blizzard never bans anymore for anything, so let's just do it again. And finally, Blizzard was like, okay, man, that's enough, no more. You know, they finally, you know, they got caught. Not that they got caught. People have been caught a lot in the past. It's more that Blizzard finally decided to put their foot down about it, I guess. I don't know. That emote is cursed. Yeah, I hate that emote, dude. So you're saying they're all exploiting and saying they aren't purely counting, and Blizzard just roll back silently? Chat, you guys don't, like... Blizzard knows about these, like... There's never a scenario... There's never been, in my 19 years of raiding, up until I retired last year, there's never been a single exploit scenario in Race to World First that Blizzard did not know about. Some of it was a little in hindsight, but everything has been known about within relative timing, affecting the race, the progression, whatever. It's never been like 2 months later, Blizzard's like, I had no idea they did that. No way. There's just always been varying levels of punishments, sometimes private verbal warnings through emails and stuff, being like, you guys need to stop this. Sometimes privately they'll take an item or something away, or they'll de-level someone, or that kind of shit. There's a Race to World First, am I still part of it? I don't think I'm part of it anymore. I probably got kicked from that ages ago. Because like BDG used to have a couple representatives. There's a Race to World First Discord where like a few representatives from each of the top X teams are in there. And that's where Blizzard these days does a lot of their communicating to be like, hey, just so you know, we're hotfixing this boss. There's a bug on this boss, blah, 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 this and that. And in that where you saw that Kyle message, that's where it's from. It's that Discord, I'm pretty sure. And in there, they know everything. And in there, like, it's obviously public everywhere, but in there is a further place where all the guilds are very sheepish towards each other because you have a general Race to World, or at least you had, I don't know, maybe they changed in the past year. You have a general Race to World First chat in there where all the raiders that were invited there, ex-representatives from each guild, I think 5 representatives from each guild it used to be, they all have access there and they can all chat with each other and all the devs and whatever in there that are part of that. And then each one has their own private chat with just your guild members that were invited and the devs. And that place is fucking... That is Tattletale Central, that area. Immediately Tattletale Central. So you think the Twitter shit's bad with like THD memeing and shit? Holy fuck, man. In there it's like... Throw everything you can and every person you can under the bus. It's just the nature of competition. And this is a prime example of why, and I said it, you guys actually said it a bit earlier, and a couple of you memed about and stuff like that. There will never, ever, ever be an agreement, a gentlemanly agreement between the top guilds to do or not do XYZ. Ever. It has always been the most like cutthroat, min-max, anything you can do to screw the other team over. Don't care if we, win and it's like a muddy win, like all that kind of shit. Am I raiding? No, I'm the plans on raiding right now. Okay, well, we did all our stuff. While we're talking, let's do a round of gathering actually while I'm talking, and then go do our crafting weeklies. This is awful. I'm surprised you guys... I'm surprised Max doesn't talk about this. Max loves talking about this kind of shit. That there's like a race to world... Not like that people throw each other under the bus. I'm just saying that now because I'm retired and I'm grumpy and I'm old. I don't give a shit. But the fact that there's like a race to world first Discord, like no way you guys don't know about that kind of stuff. I mean, it's literally in the picture with Kyle there. So if you didn't know, now you know.
I have many lucky doos. You like?
Using the innkeeper's daughter, I thought I was the only one using that champer. I don't even remember what it's from, dude. I've just had it on my paladin for years. I legit don't know what it's from. Okay, I'm just gonna log into my other tunes right now and grind some rep. Seems the hot thing to do. Just don't tell anyone, okay, chat? It's just Gingy and Robin and Echo, man. It's an old reward. What was it even from? Yeah, sure. Let me just log on my level 60 tunes or whatever they are. Let's go. I got 48 hours to level or something. To be honest, it's probably more than enough actually. And this needs to log in. Title's not a meme of the drama. Expect better. Yeah, oh, I'm sure I'll think of something later. Bro, I'm not like directly involved in it though, right? I'm sure I'll make some underhanded meme later, but mentions it on Podyssey too. Max talks about it tons. Yeah, there you go. It's kindergarten mentality for adults, basically. 100% it is, dude. 100% it is. Oh, actually, I didn't check if... okay, there's way too many songs playing right now. This needs to be disabled. I don't know why the music just turned on randomly. I only usually have it on for one account, but... yeah, like... Yeah, see, like, literally race the world first tag in here. And it's funny too because historically, whenever people would post in like the general channel of that Race the World First Discord, it was always very like sly, you know. Like for instance, let's take this scenario, the renown thing, right? Let's say it wasn't like publicly dragged through everywhere. You know, it'd be the kind of post that's like. It wouldn't be like, hey, Mr. Developer, I saw that method did this. It's more like a at developers or, at developer in the general channel, by the way, not in their private channel. It'd be like, I was just wondering, by the way, is it okay to use this item that clearly gives us an unintended amount of rep that makes us gain 5 levels? I've seen that a few players do that in some in this Discord, And they'll like not say anything specific and they're like, yeah, what the fuck is this? Was I in that Discord? Yeah, I was in that Discord for ages. I'm actually curious. I don't think I'm part of it anymore. I doubt. Why would I still be part of it? I have like a million different channels here. I'm sure I got removed from it ages ago though. Because BDG had a presence in it when they made it. So it was like me, Lozy, forget who else was in there. But there's a few of us in there. I'm in an MDI channel for some reason. WoW Beta. Yeah, I doubt I'm in there anymore, obviously. Jeez, I have way too many fucking... I need to get rid of that. I'm on like 20 different servers right now. One of the players I got banned and didn't even know. Yeah, see, that's the weird part. Things like Gingy literally documented evidence that he did a boo-boo, right? But things like people, especially not as part of this like degenerate grind... As not part of this degenerate grind for Race to World First, that were just kind of caught in the crossfire because they were just questing and accidentally clicked an item or something like that. That's a little weird. You could probably appeal it for what it's worth, all right? They probably just... Because, I mean, it's hard to track on their part, right? So they probably just, went through their system and, like, queried, like, okay, who got more than X amount of rep in Y amount of time? Insta-ban, right? And they're not going to like look through each edge case, is my guess at least. Noted, Keck. I just realized now that you have 2 WoW online at the same time when you complete Azj-Kahet and you get extra rep. If you have 2 WoW onlines at the same time when you complete the Azj-Kahet campaign, you get extra rep. Oh, see, I completed the entire campaign and everything on my Paladin, and then that's when I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna multi-box again for crafting and gathering. So I didn't get that. Clean as a whistle. No no faults with me, brothers. Oh, wait, we're still gonna go to Azj-Kahet now because we need fucking shadow stuff. Squeaky King like a good casual plus, baby. Seem a little too good at dodging this? I've had experience, believe it or not. I just like that this is a clear indication of the saying "exploit early, exploit often" not being not being a good idea, dude. Jack was talking about how, yeah, you guys reminded me of that. That was indeed a clause in the MDI. I was there when I was casting too. It's basically, it's essentially if you have a blemish on your record in the past 6 months, you are ineligible for MDI, and that extended, I guess, to TGP. TGP was after my time of casting. That extended to all of those. Yeah, it was always like that. In fact, I remember now that there's definitely quite a few times when there's a lot of, like, not drama necessarily, but a lot of discussions with certain players because, you know, they were very ruthless about it. I don't know if they still are now, but they're very ruthless about it with, like literally any blemish. And sometimes there are situations like what you guys had today, some of you, where you got banned for basically nothing you even realized you were doing. But that's technically a blemish on your account, and it's like, well, this person's had an infraction in the past 3 to 6 months, and do we let them compete? Do we not? And what was the infraction actually for? It's just I'm glad I never had to fucking actually handle that. That was not my job as a caster. But Kyle did. Fucking Kyle. Would make sense if they didn't take such a heavy-handed, shocking approach to it. Well, I mean, on the flip side then, right, if they too lightly banned, then people are going to start pointing fingers and being like, well, why isn't this guy banned? Why isn't this gun banned? And then they're going to have to extend their, you know, their, not research, but like their investigation into it longer. Which, don't get me wrong, I don't know, maybe that was the better approach. I don't know. It's like, how the fuck do you approach this with hundreds of thousands of players with, as I just mentioned, all these fringe cases of like, it was an accident for me, it wasn't an accident for me, blatant video evidence like for Gingy that you did it. Like, bro, they don't even have fucking like GMs that work this game anymore, right? Ain't no way that they're going to case by case this situation through thousands of players right now, right? So for them, it's like, well, let's just AoE cleave them down. Which unfortunately comes with the side effect of some happy casual gamers just getting smacked in the face. Aha, Ain. They're going to take 3 weeks to process. I think part of it was they probably wanted to deal with this before season launch, though, right? I'd assume.